have you developed through your capstone project? Consider not only success, but also confusion, challenges, and setbacks. Throughout my capstone project, I came across many ups and downs, as one might expect. For one major down, my project timeline deviated from the norm in that I took a third year to complete it, meaning I lost my original cohort in the middle of my degree. This meant I lost my support group, did not get to see my plans finished with theirs, and became a stranger to the new group I graduated with. The biggest challenge I faced was trying to find a suitable location, as my capstone project is an exhibition. Even graduate students rarely can get a solo exhibition to themselves, barring me from the consideration of many venues, not to mention there was a long waiting list on those who might have considered me. Even 2 to 3 years was much too short notice for any gallery. All that being said, my mentor was there to help me through both, remaining a helpful constant who found me a home for my work on campus. How has your understanding of your research and project evolved over the quarter? Over this past quarter, specifically, my project and understanding of it only evolved in 3 ways: incorporating the work of Erich Fromm, utilizing the theater box as the centerpiece, and lengthening the runtime of the exhibit itself. How have various assignments and class activities shaped or informed your thinking? Every single class I took shaped and informed my thinking due to the nature and scope of my exhibition. There were more obvious ones, such as the ceramics and drawing classes, which furthered my artistic skill, and social science classes, which contributed to my research, but it was the less obviously relevant ones which got me thinking more. For example, in my required English 102 class, we had to do a research paper, which I bent into my own desire to hunt down the origins of a fairground organ piece I was enamored with using analog research methods. Through it, I came into contact with an organ restorationist in Wales, which got me thinking about how our lives are all connected to one another, even those we don't know or have only talked to once yet think of often on the other side of the world, in the case of one Kevin Myers. Additionally, my video editing and presentation skills came from science classes of all places. My zoology and botany classes are those which honed my simple animations, as well as the internship which I got through them last summer with the National Labs. Everything got me thinking about everything and its connections. What kind of effort did you bring to this work, and how productive or effective was that effort? I always put 100% into everything once I've started it. Over the past few quarters, I've been pushed by loved ones to take breaks, which left me feeling guilty and lazy, as I did not feel I was bringing 100% of myself to the tasks at hand. But in the end, I got just as much work done and felt a little bit less bad physically. Mentally was another story. I don't care for the phrasing of this question, as I feel that it's less important to judge yourself based on what is arbitrarily considered productive and more so on what works for you. Even my mentor found himself stressed at my deadlines where I was not, as I know what I can do in what amount of time. It is more important to know yourself, your capabilities, and what workflow is effective for you than come up as productive. In fact, what I consider lazy, all my friends consider exceedingly busy and productive, proving that trying to box something so vague is a bit flawed. To what extent have you achieved your original project goals? I have my exhibition up, and it looked as I expected it to. My goals were met, but I was not surprised by this, and as such am perhaps not as proud as I feel I should be. Some of that may be final stretch stress though. My goal was to make the exhibition and make people think, and I believe both of these have been achieved in a satisfactory manner.
If I were to give myself a letter grade, I would give myself an A+, as even a cohort member said he, quote-unquote, underestimated her. This is something I overheard him saying from the next room over when I finished setup. It was said very loudly. I was quite surprised, because I'm hard of hearing. I set out to do a lot, even when no one saw my vision, and I did it. I contributed to 2 cohorts, and I produced so much quality work that people are regularly shocked it is one person's exhibit when they come up to see my stuff. It's good. I feel that it is objectively good. It is hard to say that with how much work is in it, it doesn't deserve that